Hi. So we're going to have a look at the role of motivation in deepening our understanding of other people so we can deepen our relationships with them. So the classic model of motivation is Maslow's hierarchy, and it's still a very sound model. It starts off with these sort of physiological needs of kind of food and water, and then moves into whether we feel safe and secure in our physical health, but also in those things that are most important to us, like work. Then, once that's fulfilled, it's about do we have love and do we feel that we belong? Before moving into esteem. And esteem has got these two levels. So it's got the level of self-esteem, but also this level of do other people respect and have esteem for me? And then moving upwards into what's called, in Maslow's model, self-actualization, which is about how can I fulfill all of my potential. So in Maslow's model, you had to fulfill each one before moving on to the next model. So there is sort of an evolution. The psychology and the thinking has moved on since then. And we now use my preferred method, which is motivational maps. So motivational maps is underpinned by Maslow's hierarchy as one of its key tools. And this is effectively Maslow's hierarchy on its side, with those key elements of security and belonging, and starting to move into the esteem others have for us and the esteem we have for ourselves, before moving into that self-actualization and that fulfillment of our true potential. What we now know is that it's not necessarily a matter of evolving. On one level, we all need to tick all of these things off before we can move up. However, the amount of fulfillment that each of us needs differ. So there are 9 motivators in the motivational maps models. It's an expansion of Maslow's hierarchy. We all have all 9, but in different quantities, and therefore the amount of safety and security that I might need may be different to the amount that you might need, and therefore the way that we would look after each other and support each other needs to differ according to that as well. So here are the 9 motivators again, and we're really focusing on the fact that they're in 3 different clusters. So these 3 sit at the kind of the bottom of Maslow's hierarchy and are predominantly to do with people. So it's all about safety and security based on the habits, the ways of working that we're used to do, so that we can predict how things are going to turn out. This is about friendships and do I feel I belong? And the star is about how do other people respect me and do they admire me? And do I feel heard and seen? The achievement motivators are very sort of present moment. They're very task orientated and outcome orientated. So the director is about enjoying that feeling of power and authority and influence. The builder seeks money and tangible measures of success. So the star and the builder are both about self-esteem. They're both about measures of success. The star is about how successful am I based on other people's reactions to me, and the builder is about how successful am I based on what I can touch and see and feel that I believe I have earned and that I deserve. The expert's about knowledge and about mastery, so it's about acquiring knowledge, using knowledge, demonstrating knowledge, and being able to sometimes share that knowledge as well. And then the blue growth motivators are future orientated. They're the ones around, am I fulfilling my potential? They're all to do with innovation in very slightly different ways. The creators around the new, unproven ideas. The spirit's about this freedom and autonomy, but also this non-conformance, more entrepreneurial. And the search is about meaning and purpose and being able to make a difference. So the search is about more continuous improvement. So it's worth thinking about which of the 9 motivators are most important for the people that we want to have those relationships with. And they may be our customers and they may be our team members. We want to understand what's most important to them and what's going on for them we're more likely to be able to fulfill their underlying needs or motives, and then actually be able to achieve outcomes together which feel right for us and feel right for them to achieve outcomes for all of us. So in brief, there's 9 motivators. Most of us have a top 3, so just think about which of the top 3 would most likely meet the person that you're thinking about. So think about somebody and think about which one do you think are most important to them, and maybe which one is their least important, so you can make sure that you're not doing too much of that. So for example, if their least important one is creator, then what they don't want is lots of brand new ideas that are unproven, and then lots of kind of ideas which feel to them random and feel to them quite risky, when to you it might be, I was just expressing some thoughts and some ideas. So think about which ones you can use to increase their motivation, which are also about what's most important to them and what's least important to them, and that's a really effective way of deepening that relationship between you.